Hello. Sorry, boss. Couldn't do it. You know that little bit of advice you gave me? The worst of times when lawyers have to force their biggest bluffs. I don't know exactly what you meant, but there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today. I'm glad you remembered that, but now, relax. Not gonna happen. Junie, she asked me to defend her because she believes in me, but I felt completely helpless. If it weren't for her confessions, saved your ass, man. The same manner, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? It doesn't happen. Can't lose it all, not now. You okay, Athena? You're turning kind of pale. You're sitting around here. We'll finish the investigation. Can't it wait? Got some cookies. I'll follow you wait here. I'm gonna go with you. It's alright, going too. No problem. You two be careful. Hey, what's up? Junie? Professor. Fancy meeting you here. Professor Means, what brings you here? I asked him to come. He arrived just a little before you. You know he's the killer, right? But first, Athena, I want to apologize for my confession after you worked so hard to defend me. She was calling me Athena until just now. No, I should be the one apologizing. Wait, what? Did she call me Athena or Athena? But first, Athena, I wanted to apologize. Call me Athena, bro. Don't worry. Prove your innocence. About that. Athena, I've been thinking of asking Professor Means to defend me. Why, man? So she thinks Professor Means would be... No, can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. Junie, I know, Athena. But will you please hear me out? Alright, what is he gonna do? Why change lawyers? You don't believe me, bro? He and Robin actually committed this crime. The bodies moved right before the mock trial besides Junie. They're the only ones who can move freely around the campus at that time. I'm sorry, Junie, but at this point, you can't rule them out. I was afraid you'd say that. Dumbass Athena? Come on, it's him, obviously. Capable with such fate, how can you possibly prove that all that three of them are innocent? A result of oriented person. Come tomorrow, I won't fail to have a perfect piece of evidence ready, for the end really does justify the means, especially for me, Professor Aristotle Means. I don't really like the sound of that. What do you mean? Sorry, but just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe my friends are too. Alright, if that's how you really feel, we'll respect your decisions. Hollow? But we want to continue our investigation. Could we ask you some more questions? Sure, I don't mind. Professor Means, would you like to stay and join our conversation? Yes, of course. I am your lawyer, after all. Why'd you confess? Yes, I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was I had to help my friend. You mean because of that school rule? The one that says you can't graduate if you were convicted of a crime? No, I didn't do it because of the rule. I did it because she's my friend. Athena, you fucked up. You fucked up, Athena. Shouldn't have doubted them. There's more here than meets the eye. The trio's friendship. What are you three hiding? Well, even though we were in the different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. We vowed to work together into the dark age of the law. That was when our proof of friendship came about. There's that proof of friendship thing again. Just wish it was as simple as that. We even have proof of our friendship. As long as the friendship lasts, they will turn them around. The situation kind of changed recently when the school's policy shifted to training legal professionals who produce results. Allow me to explain. The lawyer, of course, I teach producing results means winning trials. Thought that finding the truth was the only valid result. Unfortunately, the clash of ideas created a rift among their students. At some point, we stopped talking about it. It meant fewer arguments. It also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other as we used to be. I think I understand now. Putting the friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. As a relationship between the three of them isn't as simple as I thought. Juniper, thank you for talking to us about this difficult subject. Yeah, thanks, Junie. Now if you could tell us about the day of the murder. Alright, tell me the truth. What'd you do? What'd they do? You can tell my perception. Was it a lie? I'm sorry I didn't tell you. But what actually happened was I left the art room a little after 6 p.m. and headed over to my dressing room where I worked on my stage until 7 p.m. The outfit, costume. Just gotta be hiding something else. Is your bracelet tingling? Do you hear any discord? Wrong. What's wrong? Wait. I took this picture around 6 p.m., which was before I left the art room. Do you remember this picture? You gotta be hiding something. I took this picture at around 6 p.m. 6, which was before I left the art room. But the clock here says it's just after 7. Someone Photoshop it? By 7, I'd already been working on my dressing room for some time. There's definitely something wrong with the time in this picture. Oh, he Photoshopped that shit. Okay, just one last question. Professor Means, you Photoshopped that shit. The evening of the trial ran into Hugh. Yes. I did. At around 7:15, I went to the building. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as they passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? She suddenly went silent. She was always terrible at hiding things. I was trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6. Is there anything else you noticed? Oh, I don't know if it'll help. At the evening, I went back to the dressing room. After, I'd say maybe around 8, huh? I guess both stage statues are finished. Wait. That evening, I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the bell rang. I'd say around maybe 8:30. That's over an hour after when the crime supposedly took place. That's when I noticed that both stage statues are finished. They're quite large and they're each covered with white sheet, but I could tell. It made me happy to think that after all that hard work, they were finally finished. Right, the statues Robin made, so they were covered in white sheets. Junie, you okay? Sorry, I'm a little tired. What is that flower, bro? Athena, thinks the meeting's over. Professor Means. Use any means possible to get the result I want in Juniper's case. It will require considerable preparation, so I must be off. Junie, and Professor Means, I have a proposal. A proposal? Wait, this is another one of you crazy. By sundown today... Yes? I, Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice... Wait a second, don't grab my name. We're gonna discover the truth, man. Okay. Weren't we going to do that? And we're going to bring you solid evidence by showing you what the truth is. So has come to this, has it? If we succeed in doing that, I want to promise that you'll accept the Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. But then you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except me. Have we got a deal? I trust that's okay with you, Professor Means? I have no objections as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement. Okay, but if only if it's the real truth. Sorry to put you through this, Dina. Thank you. I've been thinking of only myself this whole time. Junie, it's way too early to thank me. But you can thank me all you want. Once I get to the bottom of this. I will see you back at the sundown. Sorry for all the trouble, Professor. It's just she's new to the agency, so don't be silly. I find it rather thrilling. Now let us meet again. If you'll excuse me. Better go. Alright, see you later. No time thinking about that. I gotta investigate. Investigate. But where? Hallway? Oh, who's this? Scuttlebutt? We got you, bitch. Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin, what you doing here? He lost to me like 5 times, by the way. I'll have you know, I'm continuing my investigation. I'm the strictest of confidence. I don't want to be caught napping again at tomorrow's trial. I'm not one to refuse it is damsel in distress, but you needn't have asked, Roland. I didn't jump from the start. Request, Prosecutor Gavin. Time for a thorough investigation. I bet we missed a lot of stuff yesterday. So Trilogy need to make the concert really rock. The plans from yesterday. What's the design in the banner on the back? I know those scales are school emblem. And that's the governor's. What's with the number 6? Look like in serious pain. Dina. What's the X say? What is that? It's the logo, Roland. And nice pig Latin on her forehead. Really smooth. Huh? Pig Latin. What is pig Latin? What is pig Latin? Transferring the initial consonant, each door adding a. So give me an example. A. Hello? Putting A at the end. Pig, egg, pay. Athena. 6 on the 6. Nix on the 6. Nix on the 6. What does that mean? Oh, I think that looks like the number 6 rocking serious hard. Name thrilling. G's for Gavner is not 6, but whatever for. Oh. So, where's the banner? I don't see it anywhere on the stage. It was an important part of the show, but for now, let me fucking read it. It was an important part of the show, but school managed to misplace it somehow. A missing banner and 2 broken statues. Their mysteries have plenty to solve. Yeah. Why they break? As you can see here in the stage plans, right here we have a statue of me, and right here, right statue. But little does that matter now, as we both lie in pieces thanks to you. Perfect. What? What did I ever do? Actually, the statue broke into rather large pieces. Why don't we try putting it back together? Cool idea. Let's do this. Alright, can we actually play the puzzle? And you. You there. Alright. Alright, do we actually get to put the puzzle piece back? Found another piece. Another piece. This is also a piece. Okay, but do we actually get to play the puzzle? Or is it gonna do it for me? Well, what are we collecting these for? Just fucking give it to me. If I can't play the puzzle anyways, like why even make me search for it? You know, I don't even want to play the puzzle. I'd rather have it just do it for me. Alright, just put it... If you could hold this. Yeah, just fucking do it for me, bro. Just fucking do it for me. Steel Samurai? Lady Justice? What is it? It's Goddess of Law holding a pair of scales. That's quite a feat you pulled off there, villain. No, I knew who it was. I'm sure. There's no trash like this in the plans. Still, I could have sworn I've seen the statue somewhere. The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole. At least we're moving in the right direction. Just keep searching for a stage. You know that pole at the end of the edge? You mean this? There's a wire that goes off and connects it somewhere. That's the Arkham. Hey, what's up? Lower, of course, just leave it to me. Just randomly, bro. How's that? Phew, thanks, Detective. In justice we trust. In justice we trust. So some kind of grading or? No. Nope. Looks like the banner's down now. Let's have a look. Ah. Blood. Hey, scrap of paper. October. Hue 120. That's his height. Test score. Shall we inspect? There was blood on it. Okay, but can we test the blood? 67th School Festival. This school is 67 years old. We done here? Oh, that's about it for the stage. What about Mr. Right? What about Mr. Right? What about Phoenix? You're just gonna leave his statue on the ground like that? Sup? You can take off that box now. We know how you look like. I just change boxes. Does it matter anymore? I was a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I work hard for, gone. Sorry. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but it doesn't... Believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? Damn, bro. Failure as a reporter? Calling her a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme. Alright, scuttling scuttlebutt. That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that? Take a look at this. This is the Governors. It's burnt. Incinerator. The Black Hawk should make it good when his threat and burned her box. He actually burned her box. Someone tried to destroy this on purpose. Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to her case. The depths of despair. Miriam, I owe you an apology. I should have said you were a failure as a reporter. Too late. I already decided journalism isn't for me. All photos on my PC. Gotta do it. Here it goes. 5%, 10%. Wait a minute. Come on. Give it to me. Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I don't mean what I said. Didn't mean it. Cancel. Abort. Did you stop it in time? Deleting progress, 90% complete. There's only 2 pictures left. Your photo technique. Your photos may be gone, but memory of your photogenic genius will live on forever. Athena, that was cringeworthy. Miriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the field, and I'm sure to really appreciate it. Obviously. Famous Herald, anything this Herald extra return to Miriam. There's no rest for wicked. Miriam, why are you obsessed with Juniper? And the 3. I'm not obsessed. It's just we're so close ever since the freshman year, so you know, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. Laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years. I really feel bad. I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. Happy to lend it to you. You have a laptop I can use? Sure, but one condition. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them. Okay, I could ever do that. Sorry, but the deal is you want to borrow your laptop. Just give me some time to get your top back up. Yeah, I'll be there by bringing you the laptop. Wait. So she just wanted to be their friends. And that's why she was releasing all that. Set of pictures. They're setting up the stage. Yeah, I think that when they were putting the stage backdrop into place. You sure have an eye for photography. These are the last 2 photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours. 6:01. We'll see you around, scary lawyer lady. That was impressive. What's next? Oh, well, I'd like to talk to Hugh or Robin if possible. Alright, let's walk around and see if we can find them. You said Hugh and Robin, right? Ah, no, what the fuck? Stop. Art room. Those are some ugly ass pictures. Good statues though. Here it is, art room where the grisly crime occurred. Stop right there. There's an active crime scene. No unauthorized. I'm authorized. Something justice, right? What you mean? Maintenance area? Lecture hall, hallway. Perhaps. That's Hugh. What's up? I heard you were dumb. Knew it. There's a hint of discord in his voice. For all, you're a possible suspect. Plus, you actually confessed in court. Whatever. What do you want from me? Make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either. Why'd you confess? Let's just say I had no choice thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. Would you prepare to dig the nipples? Not gonna happen. The voice in the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way. You don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just that means to an end. Whereas we say around here, the end justifies the means. But I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugh O'Connor. Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Rob and I were actually the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. Even you should be capable of reasoning. Have I overestimated you? You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to enjoy getting under people's skin. This is going to take some serious thinking on my part. Athena doesn't think. She sure looks like Professor Blackwell was twisting your arm to testify. Is there some sort of secret? It's that he's stupid. I have no intention of saying anything more now if you'll excuse me. Hold, I'm not through with you yet. Seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave, and we just might discuss you know what. No, wait. What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. You only are a rank amateur. I'll open up to you. He's not denying it. The secret might be causing the discord in his voice. Then again, we have the same problem with Junie and Robin. You're just wasting your time. Next question. Course planner. About the meeting. No intention of following you. You have to force it out of me any way you can. Alright. Simon Blackwell? Get him on. Get him on stage. Get him to testify. It's the truth. The truth is necessary. Juniper's for that matter. You're wrong. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to defend Junie the right way, using the truth. It's the only way to honor wishes and Professor Score's memory. Very well. Hello? Okay. About that truth you're so interested in. Hugh. But... don't look at me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Got it? What's that supposed to mean? What terrible things to say? I thought you were friends. Hello? Fucking Mike. Until just recently, actually. Where? I already told you, junior person. So I might as well tell you. I don't really care about it anymore. Why? Zen and the art of mastering the bar exam. Civil law, corporate law, criminal law. Just as I have my secret, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows, do you think she is? What you saying? Conversation over. Hugh, wait. He's gone. He doesn't care about it anymore? He goes, oh, well, Athena. What do you say we head over to the art room? Alright, hold up. Might be a nice change of pace. Hopefully police have completed their investigation. Alright, we don't have much time left anyway. Where are we going? Art room? My turn. Thanks again for remembering school better. Don't mention it. Having those in need. Alright, so the art room already a murder action occurred? That's right. Can't see with the naked eye, but there's blood on the floor. The area roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. Police investigation is none, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out. It's Juniper, bro. What is this for? Area with the rope around it. Oh, I thought this was the body tape. That's where we detected a large blood stain. That's the blood stain. The victim was stabbed here or something. That amount of blood? There's no visible blood means it was wiped up with something, right? Right. We were able to detect traces of amounts of blood. Merely wiping it up does not remove all the evidence of wrongdoing. Nutshell is justice, right? I'd appreciate if you let me have the cool lines. In justice we trust. Hey, it's this thing. From the first case. The time bomb. Or the detonator. I don't know. What is this? What's going on? Strange statue. That's way lower. Alright, is this everything? Whoa, what is this? There's a file here. A mock trial script on the floor nearby, an envelope marked use. Let's see. Rogue and Neuer. Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. I took part in that mock trial. She begged me. It says here that special rules are allowed if you bring to the knowledge of the fabrications where the end justifies the means. The prosecution claims that this is a script that was supposed to have been used, but the scripts were selected by Professor Court. Considering how much she valued the truth, I I seriously doubt I should pick a strip entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. Title memorized? We done here? Pottery. Oh. Looks like it's burning fire. I don't know if it made it. Won't last long. Whoa. Bloodstains. A victim stabbed in the middle of the room. Some of the blood dripped into the seasons. The Maltron body was dropped in the mat. Then, a ball cart was used to move over the stage. Maintenance area is below the room, and the storehouse there has a mat and a ball cart. So, even moving the body was carried out just like in the script. The killer sure had a thing for Junie's script. That's what this is the defendant in the first place. You're wrong. I'm gonna prove it in court. Clock? Is it the right time? Of course I'm sure. Just compare it to my own watch, see? The took a full right, you can notice that your watch has stopped. It has? Ah, this is unacceptable. Obviously can't remember. Let's take a look for ourselves. See, wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Well, detective. Ah, but hour ahead when the photo was taken. If so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this. I almost felt sorry for the detective. Almost. You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping the big grin off your face. Wait a minute. The clock is an hour ahead. But what proof do you have it was running ahead? Yeah, the wrong photo. Is it a question? Wait. I think I just might have something. Would you agree that there is a moon outside the window? Sure. A nice crescent one. Like something out of a picture book. But if you look at the window in the back with the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side. Then what's this moon doing here? I wonder. Well, there it is. That's right, but I haven't seen this stage until yesterday. Backdrop was a story, and the big crescent moon isn't half bad. It's the same as the one painted on the stage backdrop. Proof right here, detective. It shows that it was 6 p.m. when this photo was taken. Damn! If you look at this photo, you'll know. It shows that the moon, the photo came. Where does it show that? If you look right here, it becomes crystal clear. Right there. Could I add? They're still prepping the stage, shows backdrop wasn't in place yet. It shows the process of moving the backdrp into position. I can see that. That's a big board hand in here. Size matches too. There's no picture. That's a crucial detail. It is, but I believe what we're seeing is a photo in the back of the book. Is he stupid? The front is against the wall. Guess we were wrong. What about the window? Remember how he said the moon shouldn't even exist in the photo? Take a good look. The moon is the one in the backdrop? Yeah. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was moved. As you can see here, it was around 6 when the backdrop was being set in place. The art room clock was running fast, at least as far back as the day of the murder. How can it ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now? I don't know, you're dead, bro. Alright, guess that's about wraps it up. Do I talk about the investigation? Anything new? Unfortunately, the answer is not much yet. But if we're talking outside of the art room, there has been a major breakthrough. No need for theatrics, I was told I could fill you in on this one. Looking to get arrested for murder via unwarranted flattery. The breakthrough. What is the breakthrough? What's the major breakthrough you mentioned? You want to know? Really want to know? Really? Come on, just tell us. Oh, you're no fun. The voice. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here? They analyzed the voice and tape inside and out. Voice print. And you thought the voice on the tape was saying Hugh O'Connor? Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Sykes. He's the last person that wanted laughing at me. So now there's evidence for Juniper shouting your honor around the time of death. If we were to take a look, if we were to take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it? I don't know. I don't think of any reason why Junior would shout like that. Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? Injustice of trust. There's no use trying to pry more information out of me. Having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast means we're back to square one. How about the body was moved? We may guess, but Prosecutor Blackwell got his own plans. Oh, does he know? Detective Fulbright? Try as you might, I won't say another word about the investigation. I was just wondering if you've seen Robin. You mean Miss Robin Newman? She was here just a moment ago. She mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall. Video? What video? Well, let's go. Lecture hall, let's go. Alright. There she is, Robin. Hey, Robin. Oh, Athena. Apollo. What are you watching there? Just happens to be a video of the mock trial. Got a bit of coercion. There it is again. Professor Mean sure has lots of influence around here. Care to look into the true connection between murder and the mock trial with me? Sounds great. If we ask you some questions, sure. I'll tell you anything you want. Why'd you confess? Because Juniper hadn't done anything wrong. I had to stop the trial by any means possible. Fair. You're a follower of him. He's a wonderful teacher. As was Professor Court. I like them both. But with that style of justice. Well, I'm prepared to quit school because of this case. Why? I want to be an artist. That's what I really want. No, my parents drop out and give up on being a prosecutor. That's really after, isn't it? She's been dealing with her own problems now. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't mean what she did right. I mean, Athena, it's because you were so incompetent, right? The day of the crime. Could you tell us about what you were doing at the night of the murder? Finishing a statue. I was on stage until the last bell. You made the statues of Mr. Wright and Gavin, didn't you? Yes, I did. Both of them. Can you prove you're making it? Can I prove it? Both you and Robin were at. Neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing. Why are you suspecting them? Could one of them really have murdered Professor Court? Why are you suspecting them, bro? Any problems now that everyone here knows you're a girl? No worries. I discussed the matter with Professor Court. Yesterday, I found out she spoke with the school administration on my behalf. That was really like you. You know, right? I can finally be myself here at school. That's right, you know. I simply must have this by any means possible. There's evidence we need. Alright, just give it to her. Can you wait until the trial's finished? Bro, just wait one day. We're almost done with the trial. For the switch found out. Scuttlebutt? There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. They're watching everything we do. Activities, our relationship, our interest. They're putting it all to the professors. But why would anyone do that? seek out misconduct amongst the student body. Graves were brought and sold. It's worse than I thought. That thing in your room. I have to present some evidence. Through surveillance network. But rumor has it grays were being bought and sold through the surveillance network. Alright. Is it... Is it this? I just remembered something I wanted to ask. Where's artistic sense? Artistic sense? Telephone. I say something. We're all over the place. Come to think of that strange looking painting in the art room, it's Picasso. That's what I've heard works, isn't it? Absolute ass, bro. The day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. She should take it back to the art room and try to fix it somehow. Is she autistic? Look at the silhouette. Wow. So cute. I don't get it. You have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this? Athena. Lady dresses that you put back together on that stage. Yeah. Like, there's the photo. What in the world was it doing on the stage? Well, I think that about covers it. Okay, how about watching the mock trial? Sounds good to me. Definitely a lot cushier than I thought. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming here today. Yeah, it's the fixed position in front of the stage. Oh, student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come. Some teacher speeches are always make me so sleepy. Skip to the end. Now, mock trial will begin. She needs to large in the shot. Next to me, she's in front of a camera. Also in charge of the audio. She had to do that script details a secret. It was all over the place. She went in the audio room. There's a judge bench in the back of the screen. Witness stand. What about those balconies? Those are facility seats. Faculty seats. Picture whole diagram. Edit the report. Fast forward a bit. That's why the defendant is definitely guilty. Ah, that was mean objection. Rail code. With an L? I don't think so. You read that line in mock trial, Apollo, but you made it sound like some kind of weird. Cut me some slack. That was my first time reading that circuit. Chambers gonna speak next. Didn't do it. I started a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted Your Honor, but I didn't mean to shout it. Wow, what an emotional performance. Real actor's a shame. Wait, could you go back and play that? So she was practicing the script. Didn't do it. I suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. You're a goner, but I didn't mean it. Just figure it out. So that was part of the trial. You're a goner. There's evidence should explain it. I have to show Robin a piece of evidence that links what we heard. I'm sure I remember this. Contains a few employees shouting as a violent threat. Okay, so what was the point of exposing her as a girl? There was no fucking point. She could have kept it a secret. one made from the mock trial video, then that means evidence was fabricated. A voice for analysis. Seems so important. Basically, the only one with something to gain from doing this is our sawmill. Why are you suspecting him, bro? Wait a second. No. No way. But it was the end justifies the means. So it makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. Allow me to assist you with that. Go big or go home. Make a copy of it. I'll get you the results as I can. Would that be alright? Thanks. Almost sundown. We over to the Dungeon Center? I think Junior will agree that this is could prove our innocence. Very interesting. You've been quite a busy beaver today. Thanks for all our work, Athena. Time's about up. You're getting dark soon. You don't seem tired after being on your feet all day. Go home. No way. I don't want to hear anymore. I know what you're going to say, Athena. Something to that. Yeah, you don't have the truth, man. The killer is the professor. Please listen to what I have to say. Suspicions about O'Connor. In the mock trial, we can hear you reading from the line of the script. What I can tell, the voices are the same. I mean, you confessed in order to protect me. That may sound strange, but his confession is a point to make himself look less suspicious. You were just pretending to protect you. Besides, the confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If you hadn't confessed right as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious? But none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. He was a gifted student. Well, wait, Athena. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. My bracelet reacted just now. Why? Jenny, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you said? None of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. He was a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble. Yeah, he's a terrible student. Never causes trouble part? Never causes trouble. We said it never causes trouble. It's because you're lying. a secret about yourself. A secret about me. I don't understand. Might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Making her the snitch? Professor Court snitch, weren't you? I wanted the students here as a snitch. They're watching everything we do. Our activities, our relationship, our interests. Wasn't that Scuttlebutt? Junie, please. I hate having to force things out of this. Looks like we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Time to review the evidence and see if we can prove the hypothesis. Discovered on stage, it appears to be a piece of paper torn from a notebook. The name Hugh is written on it. Maybe? Is it this? Hmm? 10 minutes 35 seconds of noise recording for investigating. Your honor belongs to Juniper Woods. Is it this? No? From the meeting, you must have put 2 and 2 together and figured out your secret. Wow, bro. She's a fucking snitch. I've been lying to you this whole time. Truth is, I suspected you from the start. You did? Now this is surprising. But you snitched on him? You've been snitching on your friend. I've been a terrible friend. I don't need the sense to paint your family inside. But why would you snitch, man? Apollo, please, Jenny, tell me why you suspect me. I found out the key to the bottom of this whole case. What exactly was your role in a snitch? Straight from the path of justice. Dark age of the law, huh? She didn't want her students going astray like that. A few others at the academy shared her view. Ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic. She asked you to be her eyes and ears. I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoing to see or heard about it. What session is your planner? October 2nd was report. Yes, that's when I reported Hugh to Professor Court. He snitched on her own friend. Bruh. That's unforgivable, bro. I overheard Hugh talking. What'd you hear? He was talking to someone on the phone. I think it was on one of his parents. What are you talking about? Something about having paid money for good test scores. There we go. He's a dumbass. Never found out who the money was going to. That's bribery. He was buying his way through school in Daphne's case. And the evidence always seems out of place might actually be a secret. That always seemed out of place might actually be a secret. Top secret script written by Junie. No. What do you mean it always? It always seemed out of script? Out of place? We just got this thing. Found us while we were investigating the stage. Just got Hugh's name on it. Didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now I'm hearing of the bribes. It must mean the bribe of the 120 grand was paid. 120 grand? Holy shit! The same mark was on the pages of Professor Court's planner. You're right. Jesus Christ, man. What is up to school? Everybody hates each other. I only think the person who was talking about bribe money was... It's a possibility at this point. Maybe Professor Court. That's impossible. She'd be the last person as like I said, there's a possibility. Private talks started with a little argument and got out of hand. It's not your fault, Junie. Anyone would have suspected you if they knew what you knew. There's another reason why I suspected you. There's another reason? I saw you around 7 p.m. the day before the mock trial. When I saw him, his... Oh, Tina. Junie, you alright? Try to relax.
私、あんなの見たくなかった。見たくなかったのに。廊下で会ったレイ君の手。両手が血だらけで。
Oh, man. So, do you want him as a friend or no? Can't take this anymore. Tina. So she hid the fact that she had seen Hugh and said she went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. So were you snitching or no? Like, what's your... I was from a good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow. If that's okay with you, Professor Means. So, like, do you like him as a friend or no? Do you want, like, are you snitching on him or not? Like, who's your loyalty go to? It's a very toxic school. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Wish I trusted you from the start. We have to uncover the truth tomorrow. I know you can do it. Will do. We know what the prosecutors keeping from is fake. We can have the motive too. Let's give this our best shot. And tomorrow will be the day Jennifer walks free. Wouldn't have it any other way. Should be right now. Alright. Still, there's a strange, uneasy feeling I can't shake. I barely imagine it. To be continued. Save complete. Next chapter. go to sleep last night? Oh, sleep. Sure, I slept. For a grand total of 0 hours. Guten Morgen. Good luck gift for you. The voice print. The results couldn't be more clear. The voice in the mock trial video and the tape recording are one and the same. In other words, the recording is fabrication. Recorder update in the court record. The lab has continued to study the tape. So far, they found signs of overdubble. To recover the audio that was erased. Thump. It was there. Wait. You see what it was? No, I got a quick look, but they got away. Scuttlebutt, maybe? Phew. I bet he was eavesdropping. I'm sure he wasn't the only one. Robin and Boxcrow were listening in too. They don't make a run for it. That would be my final gift. Yeah, and by the way, what is Gavin doing here? What's his role in this? Does he just like me? Time for a mini court of steel. Work out, I'm apologizes, and I'm fine. Work hard. I'm Athena Sykes, and I'm fine. District Court, court number 4. Court is now in session. All rise. Court will now reconvene for a trial of Juniper Woods. The Sykes Brigade is totally psych, defense is ready, Your Honor. Isn't that right, Professor Blackwell? Are you ready? We're moving right along. Yesterday's adjournment was unexpected yet necessary. But I'll be running a tight ship here today, so no funny business from anybody. Understood? Their boldness? Robin Newman and Hugh O'Connor have recanted their confessions. Later, I shall grill them at leisure to find whether I can charge them with perjury. Oh, this sure complicates the matter. Still, one must not overlook the facts. Now, about the school camera photo that was submitted yesterday. Pity, but that evidence is no longer relevant to the case. The art and clock learns fast. It cannot function as an accurate measure of time. As for the bungling detective who overlooked that, he is paying for his failure as we speak. Sorry, Fulbright. Your fault. But if that's the case, well, we accuse is the sole person who could have moved the body from art room. And I mean to prove it. What else does he have up his sleeve? My understanding of this heinous crime is thus. The mirror is placed near the center of the art room as evidenced by the blood stain. The blood was also found in the pottery next window over the maintenance area, which is to say the body was carried over to that very window. From there, it was dropped down to the maintenance area below, although there was a nary scratch of the body with a fatal wound. That too was per the script. A head jump mat employed to cushion the fall. Then a ball cart was used to... It's not very clever. I mean, it's the same exact body movement scheme at the script. Anybody could have moved this. Your propensity to spew forth work. Stop the autoplay. Moreover, the prosecution has a witness, which is most unfortunate for you. Witness, time for you to come forth. Who is it this time? You. Hello. Well then, will the witness please state his name and occupation? Hugh O'Connor, I'm a senior at Themes and studying to be a lawyer. I intend to cooperate fully in today's trial. Happy now? What's he up to now? The court appreciates your cooperation, Mr. O'Connor. Now your testimony, please. The lecture hall was packed before the mock trial, but the rest of the campus was empty. That's when I saw Juniper dragging a large mat from behind the stage. I was watching her from a vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area. She was heading towards me, so I assumed she was on her way to the maintenance area, but I didn't have time to stand around and see what she did after that. You know, Juniper and O'Connor, you're both assholes. You know that? doesn't it, Miss Sykes? Or maybe you thought I was going to bring up something else entirely against your client? Yeah, never a snappy comeback when I need one. He's coming straight at us today, using any means possible. To protect a student who had climbed up high when setting up the stage, a mat was brought over to the stage from the storehouse. Our client is student council president. What's wrong with her taking it upon herself to put the mat away after the used it? Well, you're wrong. There's but one man in the entire school that could cushion a fall. There you go, the mat in question was indispensable to moving the body. It sucks being the last to know everything. I think I get it now. The drag marks we saw behind the stage was made by the mat. If the mat of that thickness was where the body is assumed to have been dropped, it would be hard to deny a possible link to the case. We're off to a bad start again. You sure you're okay, Athena? It's game on, Hugh. Cross-examination. What O'Connor saw. Hold it right there. Iggy. Mata. Dreamsbird dragging a large map behind the stage, watching her from vantage point between the stage. This was about 7 o'clock, right? 7 p.m. She was heading towards me, so I assumed she was on her way to the maintenance area. She was heading towards me to the maintenance area. But I didn't have time to stand around and see what she did after that. You sure? Are you sure? Oh, that's from the book. I was about to say, what is this sound? The lecture hall was packed before the mock trial, but the rest of the campus was empty. He's a genius? I don't think so, bro. The rest of the campus was empty. later found by Miriam. Burnt remains of the camp. Why was it burnt? Juniper dragging a large map from behind the stage. Vantage point between the stage and maintenance area. Can you show me the map again? Audio control screen. But the rest of the campus is empty. Oh, man. She was heading towards me, so I assumed she was on her way to the maintenance area. Post-recording editing. On the night. So it happened at 7 o'clock, right? So 1 hour right after it. Let's name this. It was blocked off, right? It was blocked off. There we go. You saw the back of the stage. Huh? Take a look at this. Construction screen? Yes, a bunch of these next to my house a few days ago too. It's so noisy behind there, but I couldn't take a peek. You cannot see past the screens. That is their purpose. Now let's see. Alright, they see. Alright, I'm back. That's green. Right, it must have slipped my mind. Are you telling me that Mr. G forgot something as literally as big as that? There are two kinds of memory lapses. The normal kind you mouth breathers have. And the genius level lapse of memory that people like me have. She's a mouth breather. Did you just call her a mouth breather? The normal kind of the normal kind you mouth breathers have, and this nose breather, this fucking genius mouth breather or nose breather, everyday brain fart. Restate what he remembers. Easy. How's the other side? I witnessed the Juniper from the stage screen. But I need to remind this court, the back of the stage is not visible from the front. To see the client behind the screen. The witness himself would have to be in the same area behind the stage. But in that case, our client would have definitely seen Mr. O'Connor. Low IQ. Nice one, Athena. Keep it up. Alright, golden boy. This is not your chance. Telling the truth will be like a weight lifted from your chest. Truth? The fact that Golden Boy here was where he initially stated. That is to say, he was between a maintenance area and a stage. From the ground, yes, his view would have been blocked. But consider how smoke always wants to rise up high. Tina, look at the photo again. Do you think something high enough to see the stage? This crane right here? Me neither, but it's probably safe to assume it was moved to bring down the body. That's far enough, prosecutor. I recall making no such promise. Well, as you continue about to be quiet. Golden Boy did not go up the crane for fun. He was working part-time as a crane operator within school grounds. What? Do you mean to tell me a high school student was operating a crane? Witness of the prosecuted last day. This dude's poor? Actually, there just might be something that proves you did. What? This whole part-time job is true. I doubt it'll be limited to a single day. You're probably working at the same site the previous day too. So what you're talking about, Athena? The 23rd. But you see this photo captured the crane's operator. And if you look carefully, he bears a different resemblance to Mr. O'Connor. That's ridiculous. How very interesting. Let's ascertain whether this is ridiculous as the witness maintains. The defense agree with the prosecution. Let's bring the facts to light. It's all very well and good, but just how do you propose to do that? The president's foot has some really distinguishing feature. I'm not 100% sure, but it's at least worth a try. We can clearly identify the person in his photo by his neck. What's up with his neck? You can see right here, you mean... Neck is almost entirely concealed by his tall collar. But that's exactly why I believe this warrants further examination. Not a chance. That'd be blatant violation of privacy. You want to show it to us? Now take off your shirt. Guess I have no choice. The fuck is that? Oh my. Where'd you buy that neckband, might I ask? I didn't buy it. It's handmade. Sure looks like a neckband in the photo. Should we have the photo analyzed? I didn't buy it as handmade, and there's only one like it in the world. There's only one. Eternally fine, I admit it. I work part-time construction job. It has nothing to do with our school. Operating heavy equipment is no deal. Working parallel without one hand. I never expected one of my jobs would take me to my own school. But when you factor in all the required tests and apprenticeships period, wouldn't you have to be at least 20 to have a license to operate a crane? How about that? You see, I'm a genius, so you know. You need to be 20 to operate a crane. What? They failed to complete the requirements. High school students are 19 at most. But you need to be 20 to operate a crane. But how old is Athena, bro? She's like 18, right? And she's a lawyer? I don't know, man. That's kind of screwed up. That's kind of screwed up. Does not apply to you. Does it, Mr. O'Connor? Why doesn't it apply? He's a senior, so he's around our age. Was he held back? No, please. Actual... He's 25. He took a 7-year break from school. What the fuck? Says he's 18. What? So my court record is bullshitting me. He's 25, bro. He's a pedophile. He's older than me. What'd you do for 7 years? Seven-year break. 7 years. It's just one thing to say. There are two kinds of 7-year breaks. Ordinary kind, you mouth under the stake. And the genius kind, people like me take. Genius will quickly become a chore for a 7-year break. I think you have it backwards, Athena. Even geniuses make mistakes. Just happen to make mine only 7 years in a row. Only. So he's a fucking dumbass. Enough of this jibber jabber. Suffer to say, the witness was in the crane when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused readied all she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so. That much is clear. I see no need to deliberate on the matter. Considering that the body was moved in the same manner as the script, I find Prosecutor Blackwell's claim to be quite persuasive. Does the defense care to dissuade me? As long as the mat was used to move the body, Junior's going to be under suspicion. Athena, I just thought of something. What was she doing in the crane right before the mock trial? He couldn't have been on the job at the time. I mean, he was waiting for the trial to start. Why was he in the crane? Wait, you don't think... Your Honor? Yes, Miss Sykes. I got it. Got an amazing day out there to turn the prosecution's claim on its head. Alright, reconnected. Move the body. Oh yeah, prosecutor, please. How like even foolish. Uh-oh. You sure about this? The witness is a licensed crane operator, so he could have used it to move the body. Really? You did that? Couldn't you have just dragged her body? Well, Golden Boy, care to chime in? Right, that's a number. That's not bold well for you. Wait, he's on my side this time? Or is this another trap? Well, watch this. Raise a bow and arrow one-handed. Wow, that's crazy level of dexterity. I can even drive a crane with one hand. That's easy. But operating the crane itself is so complex it requires both hands. Now, I would have the court look at this. That's ketchup stain. You wish. My hand was injured and required surgery. That's everything got my hands in my pocket the entire time. I have already verified with the hospital treatment. Quite a nasty wound, they say. So, how'd you hurt it? I see no need to discuss that. It has no relevance to this case. 2 hands are required to operate a complex machinery. Then what is he doing here? When did he get hurt? Then what is he doing here? So was he hurt the day of? When was the surgery? There we go. On the day of the mock trial, the witness was incapable of moving the body. So he hurt himself during that crane, right? That day. Now I'm the fool? I planned on moving the crane that night before the mock trial, but then I got injured. I wanted to keep my part-time job a secret. I had to do it instead. And here I thought this was the big break we've been waiting for. Now that the defense sophistry is laid bare, I would have the court recall my claim. The body was dropped out of a third-floor window to a mat near the maintenance area. Then, a ball cart was used to move the stage. See? I've been paying attention. Consider this. The accused was sighted dragging the mat, ergo she was the one who moved the body. I think you're on the right track, Athena. You do? Yeah, Juniper remains prime suspect because you assumed the body was moved. You have to figure out how else to do it. Yeah, but... Hey, Sykes, if you have a counter-argument, this court will let you hear it. If you do not, it's time for a verdict, isn't it? No, not yet. All I have to do is show that the body wasn't moved, like in this book, right? Oh, well, that would show that the mat had nothing to do with this case. There's a sword of great renown that cuts down sophisticated lawyers. The name is evidence. Focus on how the body could have been moved without it being dropped. How could anyone lower it without just dropping it? It's not like it could fly. Or maybe it could. After all, there is a way to zip between the art room and the stage. Someone could have easily used that thing. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Besides, the court would like to see what you have for us. This is what we use. It's the flag, right? The banner. The gear is the thing that ties. Might I propose an idea? It might do well to tie your lips together, lest you further expose your ignorance. It's time for a black comedy, Prosecutor Blackwell. Anyway, the court will recall the wire on which the school banner was hung. That wire was strung between the art room and the stage, which allowed the students to run or reel in the school banner from the art room. The body could easily have been lowered down to the stage via this wire. From your armchair theories, this isn't some kind of high wire act. The body surely would have fallen, yet there are no signs of blunt force trauma. Oh, you surprised me. You didn't actually think I'd fail to account for that? That's exactly what I thought. We investigated the stage yesterday. The bottom part of the school banner had been tied to a pouch-like shape. Pouches are useful for carrying things. What do you think it could have carried? Go on, please explain. The body was bundled onto the pouch-like section. Just drop it off like that. Okay, but how did you untie it? I'd have heard the phrase carrying the banner, but the banner is doing the carrying? I have no patience for you and your cheap parlor tricks. You claim that, you... Ouch. Your claim is as shaky as courts performing that absurd high wire act. What the fuck? This fucking mic. If you have an actual election, to come out and just say it. I trust you recall the blessings that left in the art room pottery. The wire had been used to move the body. It would have to be via the window above the quad, the one with the winch. Huh? It would have to be via the window above the quad? What do you mean? If the wire had been used to move the body, it would have to be via the window above the quad. Why is that? However, the bloodstained pottery was next to the window above the maintenance area. Ergo, the wire in the banner had not at all to do with this case. Oh, bloodstained pottery, I remember that. Doesn't look good. Well, we got to the main mat theory. Well, my Sykes, hope you have something better than a circus act. Or if it was true, then that blood in the pottery must not have been the victim's blood? Maybe it's not the victim's blood. Did the police check to see from whom the blood in the pottery came from? Shame on you, Sykes Tunnel. Have a little more respect for the constabulary. Huh? Fulbright. Looks like they didn't check it. Don't let it get you down, Prosecutor Blecko. Everyone makes mistakes. Spare me your cheek. True, but in the meantime, I'm gonna press my claim as far as I can. Your baldness? I demand that the blood in the pottery be analyzed this instant. Of course, shouldn't take long to get the results back. He really is Fulbright. Not very bright. That was quick. Please. It's Hughes, right? It's not from victims. What? Furthermore, comparison with other parties involved in the case reveals it's Hughes. Hugh O'Connor. Knew it. Score. So, what's going on, man? Don't worry, Junie. Just try to relax. Hughes' hands. His hands were dripping with blood. Your Honor, we witness left hand suffered a serious injury. He sustained a wound and is struggling with the victim with his blood in the pottery. Then Junie saw his blood-stained hand as they passed each other in the first for a hall. It's the only explanation that covers everything. There is but one way now to turn aside her blade. Do not cast shame on her. Your grudge is with Sexton. Oh, whatever. Now, how much dirt does he have on Hugh? The court will observe the odd-looking envelope. It was inside this that Miriam's Scuttlebutt script was found. Scuttlebutt? Didn't the prosecution really claim that this envelope is the one that contains her script? The circumstances have changed, you see. Golden Boy had hidden this from us all. See here, my word. Talk about the world's most painful papercut. Indeed, you can clearly see that if this note is not opened correctly, powerful spring-loaded blade will shoot forth, leaving horrible gash upon the hand. Who the fuck would do that? The way to open it was... The only one who had been told of the correct way to open it was Constance Court. Why the fuck? I don't want to see my script that bad. Oh, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you hadn't. Why the fuck would you make something like that? Yikes, Mary wasn't kidding when she said that. The blood and the victims, the blade is the witnesses. Our genius here tried to take a sneak peek and paid for his foolishness. So he knew that all along. Don't worry, Athena. The wound isn't that deep. Still got a wire theory. Yeah, got it. Since the blood in the window overlooking the main maintenance area isn't the victim's, there's no longer any basis for denying the body was moved using the banner and wire. Therefore, the defense once again asserts that... What? You call yourself a lawyer? Don't you see the glaring contradiction in your thinking? The court would like to remind the witness that his role is not to point out. He is a lawyer though, right? Seems you've forgotten the two statues that were on stage driving by the wire. A body sent sliding down that wire would have crashed into them. Care to explain? Huh? Two statues? You did bump into it. They were broken. Why, I believe he's right. The statues and the wire are extremely close together. So the body would have collided with the statues. Alright, we're back. That would also explain how that loud sound we heard while we were in the waiting room. Oh, now that you mention it. You and Mr. Wright went out the stage after you heard the sound, correct? Interesting. But may I ask just one question? When was it that you heard the sound? It was a little after the mock trial had started. Mr. Wright and I were practically bored to tears there in the waiting room. Precisely. If that sound you heard did happen while the body was being moved, but we didn't see it though, right? Could have been something else. That would place it during the mock trial. which means the body wouldn't have been there before the mock trial started. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. He said he saw the body before the mock trial. So, then my claim that the body was moved during the mock trial doesn't hold water. Stupid contradiction. Kind of getting a cake. The focus on the three suspects where the body was moved before the mock trial. That has been the major premise thus far. Your assertion therefore contradicts the very foundation of this case. Both sides lack incontrovertible evidence. So should we not also treat the Golden Boy's testimony with some level of suspicion? Good point. Prosecutor Blackwell is on our side. He's figuring out the truth behind this case. Oh, great. As long as he's not up to something else. If the statues really were broken when the body hit him, then Hugh's statement about seeing the body before the mock trial is a big fat lie. Alright, O'Connor, let's get to the bottom of this contradiction. You saw the body. Look me straight in the eye and repeat your statement for me. Like I said before the mock trial, the body was, I shall only see this one as Golden Boy. Now, out with it. Did you truly witness the body? Or were you just lying about it? Which is it? You what? I never saw the body. Are you sure? Lie to this court again, I will charge you with perjury. There's no body on this stage. I've been lying about it the whole time. Sorry. So if he never saw the body, and that's the truth, then if he really never saw the body, then how did he murder her? That means he's not the victim or the culprit, right? The base premise, the body moved, and the mock trial had been overturned. Imagine this as an impact on both the defense and prosecution's case. Well, first, I'd like to thank the prosecutor. This brings us to one step closer to the truth. Well, that means he's not the guy. If he never saw the body, how did he kill her? Now I know the body was moved using the wire in the school banner. Indeed. That much I shall concede, Sykes-Stoner. The body was moved, as you stated, in the midst of the mock trial. So both sides are satisfied then? Then it's not him, right? But before the mock trial, we have our three suspects. But if the motive took place in the midst of the mock trial, it's an entirely different story. Right, all three suspects were in the mock trial, and that gives them solid alibis. How simplistic. Did you forget about the student in charge of the audio? I missed the mock trial. She was the one soul who could leave and re-enter the lecture hall. What's this? Who is this person in charge of the audio? How could I forget? Junie. She was in charge of the audio. When she wasn't in the trial, she was in the audio control room dealing with the music. Indeed. The one who could enter the door who had missed the mock trial to move the body was none other than the accused Juniper Woods. She was in charge of the audio. You fucked up, man. Why, yes, I see. That does make perfect sense. Can't be happening. Instead of exposing Q's crimes, Junie's in even deeper. No matter how you slice it, we're cooked. And here I thought Prosecutor Blackwell was on our side, at least on the issue. The Twisted Samurai strikes again. Twisted? It's more like Dirty Rotten. Your boldness, it is time to put an end to this farce. The prosecution has presented a quite convincing case, but the defense has one last chance to voice any remaining objections. Well, yeah, take it. And nothing left. Nothing. Nada. Niente. Drawing the blank. Objection. I object to... Hold it. Q? Stop right there. All yours to me. It's time you heard. Listen and you'll hear the secret behind the perfect crime. My perfect crime. Well, of course he's bullshitting, right? Still trying to correct her? Some serious deja vu. Didn't we go through something like this yesterday? Yes, we did. Murder, moving the body, the cover-up is all sprung from my brilliant mind. Well, go ahead and arrest me. The real killer is right before you. Order, I say. Mr. O'Connor, you already confessed yesterday, and earlier you today recanted your confession. As if now you could comprehend my genius. The end justifies the means. Now bow down and kneel. Kneel before my great and maddening intellect. Enough. Ignominy. You have perpetrated in this crime. Ah. There's no perfect crime, only a perfect alibi. For you were at the mock trial. It is silly I must remind you, you're a participant. There shall be no mercy if you persist in hindering this trial with your silly little act. Listen, Mr. Prosecutor, calling that a perfect alibi is beyond contempt. Your Honor, I'd like to take this opportunity to offer further testimony. I will now demonstrate the very moment of genius and transcended even perfection. You won't believe this, but I used a body double. That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That was I didn't almost lose. My body double almost did it. I slipped out stealthily while my body double took care of the trial. Run out of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent. The fuck is that? Is it just me, or it makes no sense at all? It's not just you. All I got from listening was a headache. Yeah, that was plain weird, especially the whole thing about a body double. It's not just me. Prosecution? Your baldness? Summon an ambulance this instant. This witness is a stark raving mad. I think that'd be for the best. Alright, ambulance time? Hold it. You people don't believe me? It's not a matter of not believing you. It's more like questioning your sanity. Yeah, funny. The funny farm just called. They want their genius back. Shut your pie holes. The intellect of a genius transcends even logic. What is the 120? Besides, don't you guys have that weird device for a testimony like this? Okay, what is this 120, by the way? Is that really 120 grand? Use it! Which is not a device. I don't waste time on ridiculous testimony. Use it. Like, what is it gonna use? Internet? Battery? Like, why not just try it? Easy there, Tiger. Think of it this way. We don't want a verdict to be passed just yet. How about we give Widget a try? Alright. Therapy. He's gone. He's out. Rubbish. We'll be out on a stroll, then left with Detective Fulbright. How does he get away with stuff like this? Alright, Miss Sykes. Therapy time? Doesn't even work. He's happy? You don't believe this, but I use his body double. He's just happy. He's just happy about everything. Okay. It wasn't the real me. But I used the body double. Okay, what am I supposed to be looking at? This just says happy. He's happy about this shit. I almost didn't lose. My body double did. Standing. Oh, this is what he's happy about. Okay, maybe he did use a body double. What is this chain? So he used the body double to confess to Juniper. Is that what it's saying? Mr. O'Connor, you said yesterday that you didn't really care about Ms. Woods anymore. I already told you. I already told Juniper. Might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. Why? Yeah, well, Juniper reported my secret to Professor Court. His secret? Oh, the bride. She wanted nothing to do with me because I had disappointed her. That's why I don't care about her anymore. I was never trying to protect her. You got rejected, didn't you? The truth. Your confession. I'm guessing you confessed to Juniper during that time. You used the body double. And she rejected you, right? You got rejected. You feel great happiness in the fact that you had helped set Miss Woods free. So much that it overshadowed all of your emotions. What are you? I can hear it clear now, O'Connor. The discord you've been trying to suppress. People don't only feel like you when you confess. He really was trying to protect Juniper? Yes, I'm sure of it. It's 10%. But that means his confession is true? Why, Prosecutor Blackwell? You're back. Confession was not by lies, save for the part about being in a mock trial. Can we all agree now that the killer is the one in charge of the audio? Gah. No, you haven't unreliable genius my body double trick yet. You can't be serious. Do you really expect us to believe you had a body double? Yes, I do, but if you think I didn't, then prove it. Either way, it's both the worst choice, but first let me update his testimony. You won't believe this, but I used the body double. Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? Alright, back to the testimony. What? What is this? Okay, the happiness went up. Maybe? I'm the killer! Yay! He's so happy. That means I almost didn't lose. My body double did. Where's the happiness? I didn't almost lose, you say. Very odd. You exhibited happiness the entire time, except during the statement. I don't know what, I'm going to give up. Wait, now that I think about it... No, don't stop. Don't. Stop making stuff up. When I left the lecture hall, it was during Professor Mee's pre-trial speech. That's when I moved the body, then I slipped back just before the verdict. started saying you were there the moment your body double was about to lose. Yes, I was, naturally. I wasn't happy when I saw that. In any case, I was at the far end of the lecture hall behind the screen. You don't know see me if I came and went through the doors there. Sykes, don't know. How much longer will you indulge him in this charade? Well, it's true that none of his audience might have seen him go through either the doors. The faculty seats on the balconies are a different story, and have a splendid view. The lawyer's bench is on the right side and facing the front hall. There's a door on the right side near the lawyer's bench. So who's this body double? That means my movements were only visible to someone on the left balcony seat. But that was empty at the time, which is only natural. Because it belonged to Princess Court. And as we know, she was dead. Can't be right. The empty balcony seat on the left side contradicts the piece of evidence. It's on the wrong side. No idea where the contradiction is, but I don't have any other. So follow and see where it takes me. You said the left balcony seat was empty. Was it really? So with my own eyes, it was definitely empty. What about this diagram? According to this, Professor Means was supposed to be seated in the left balcony seat. Does he not know directions? But if he left the lecture hall during this pre-trial and standing there in the seat addressing the students and successful. Alright, can't be alright. It's at 80%. You do no one favors except by exposing the falsities of his confession. I've told plenty of lies so far, but this part is true, I tell you. There was nobody on the left balcony seat. You gotta believe me. Doesn't feel like he's lying this time. Okay, Mr. O'Connor. Let's have you testify again, but this time don't spare any details. Got it. I repeat it many times as you like. Find the real killer. All I really care about was whether that seat was empty or not. Sale floor was deserted. Surprised? It's true, I tell you. I went through the back door without anyone noticing. Then all I had to do was go through the empty audio control room. Why you sad? Why you sad? You said something you shouldn't have. What's wrong with you? You shouldn't be in your feeling for all to see. Mr. O'Connor, it's you who is revealing your... plus, I have a good idea about why you're feeling sad. You got rejected. There was someone who returned from... There was Professor Means finished his speech. And that someone who was in the audio control room was... sad. Hold up. Who? Juniper? Felt easy. If the audio control room was really empty, that means Mr. Woods was roaming around the campus. Mr. O'Connor, if you really want to protect Mr. Woods, just tell the truth. Revealing the truth is the same thing as protecting her. Juniper's innocent. That's the truth. But in this dark age of law, the truth can be easily twisted to serve anyone's needs. When the end justifies the means, your only choice is to fight back with lies. His heart won't hold out until we got truth and lies. Is there something I can do to make him recant his false testimony? I fear nothing now that I have you. Go ahead, Prosecutor Blackwell. Cut me down if you wish. You'd never ask. With you gone, we may swiftly proceed to a verdict. Yeah. Yeah. He broke out of the shackles again. I don't want to be the poor accountant at the detention center. Hugh O'Connor, in defense to your valor, I will limit your suffering with one clean blow. Could you wait just a moment before you cut him down? Do not come between a samurai and his foe. Careful, prosecutor. Remember that shocking experience you had last time. Bobby? Fulbright? Very well, golden boy may live. For now. Enough already, Mr. O'Connor. Ms. Worsman never wanted to practice this way. She values the friendship between the three of you more than anything. That's where you're wrong. She doesn't feel anything for me now. But what does it matter anymore? I might as well tell you everything. This is, no doubt, news to you, but I am not, and never was a genius. Yeah. We already knew. Me too. And don't forget me. No. You just found out. It was pretty obvious. I thought he was a genius. The judge didn't know, but everyone else pretty much knew. No need to rub it in. Just shut up and listen. This all started several days ago. I accidentally learned that my parents have been paying good money for my grades. But that's bribery. So the bribery wasn't Hugh's idea. All my perfect scores were the product of cold hard cash. Does this actually happen? Even worse, when I confronted my parents about it over the phone. Jennifer overheard me. Oh my, what a terrible misunderstanding. I've been living a lie. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm no genius and completely worthless. A perfect zero. Okay. But none of these people have a motive, right? Even so, I wanted to make it for disappointing. That's why I wanted to clear her name by pinning the blame on me. She probably hates me now, so it'd be a relief for her to see me locked away. Then why'd you testify against her? You're the one who told me to tell the truth yesterday. So I thought I did. It would help her. He wasn't trying to provoke us. We're seriously misunderstood him in more ways than one. At the detention center yesterday, Junie was in tears when she opened up to me. The truth is, the friendship between the three of them is still rock solid. If there was something that could help me prove that to you. We even have proof of our friendship. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you bet we'll be turning them around. I know. What about that proof of friendship they mentioned? I wonder where it is. Didn't buy it. It's the necklace, right? Whatever that thing is. Bracelet, maybe? Proof of friendship. In this court, evidence is everything. There's no idea evidence proves their friendship. Oh, interesting. They have friendship. That's why Mr. O'Connor's hand always goes to his neck in pressure. It proves he has a feeling of friendship towards the other two. Doesn't matter if I wear those two. But they feel the same way too. I know they wear their friendship band somewhere. Junior and Robin must be able to say, I just know it. Everything he has said leads me to believe that. In fact, where they're easy to touch. Maybe they're wearing it as a bracelet. Miss Newman holds her arm when pressured. Woods holds her wrist. I know Miss Woods very well. She would never abandon her friends. But did she snitch or not? Don't blame for her when we succeed in making her terribly sad.
Chishio, お前が3人のために作ってくれたあの友情のアクセサリー。お前たちが忘れても 僕は大切に。
Yeah, this is cringe. It's melodramatic.
レイ君。レイ。
That's her voice.
とっくに失ったと思っていたのに。
Whoever wrote this is ass. Ugh. Stop. Stop it. I'm cringing. Alright, anyways, I didn't kill anyone, and I didn't have a body double. I didn't move the body, didn't even see it. I may look like I'm speed reading. Zen and the art of mastering bar exam, I haven't read a single word. You couldn't have fooled me, in fact, you did. Phew. So, Miss Sykes, can I place my trust in you? I'm going to save Junie, so yes, you can place your trust in me. Then am I to understand the witness is recanting his confession again? Yes. A most roundabout trial. I much prefer to turn about variety myself. Now we are back to the fact that there was but one suspect who lacked an alibi, which is in the end the truth you've been seeking this entire time. So we're back to square one. Now I'm exhausted and impressed. Probably doesn't matter at this point, but I might as well update the wood matrix. Huh? Does this mean further resistance is futile? The time for a verdict is nigh. You can't eat. Please wait. What sort of devilry are you up to now? What if our client wasn't the only one without an alibi? The trial would continue, right? Well, yes, I suppose it would. But after such thorough investigation, does such a person really exist? Yes, we found someone. The professor. Zero. Alright, now can we get to the professor? Everybody knows he's the one who did it, right? How many more times do I have to say it? So basically that means Professor Means wasn't there when he was supposed to be doing the mock trial. Damarina! Need I remind you? Every last soul in the lecture hall heard him deliver his speech. It was a recording! I know. And that's not in dispute here. Now, let me explain how a speech pre-recorded could have been given from an empty seat. Pre-recorded. What if the speech was pre-recorded? It's the only way the speech could have been delivered from an empty balcony seat. Wait, you're accusing Professor Means? That's insane. And he's the one who gave me the tape recorder. Maybe that's why. Take this to the police, he said, and tell them you found it. What? Really? Wait a second. Mr. O'Connor, did you really say that Professor Means gave it a phony recording to you? Phony? The defense will refrain from hurling up such allegations. Well, I said he gave it to me, but what do you mean it's phony? It's phony! I could have seen this development. The voice shouting Gary O'Connor as recorded in this tape was dubbed on into it using a line our client said in the mock trial video. Why, this is an extremely crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, the defense moves to call Professor Aristotle Means to the stand. Why? Like, we should. The seat was never empty. To us, but an oversight by our dull word of a witness. An inmate who was formerly a surgeon once told me something. He said it's often all too easy to overlook critical symptoms. Well, we're not going to overlook this oversight. The speech was pre-recorded, the basis for suspecting our client would be shattered. The Whichever way it means, whether the seat was empty was a witness oversight. A verdict without first looking into that would be inconceivable. That's enough, both of you. Now, here's my opinion on the matter. While a surgeon overlooking a critical symptom is a problem, the witness's oversight, too, must not be overlooked. Thus, as to the matter of whether Professor Means was or was not in his faculty seat, I believe we must ask the professor himself. I agree. He's in the gallery today. Do as you please. Will do. Hello. Finally. Finally, man. Certainly, I am Aristotle Means. I remember his meltdown. It was one of the best meltdowns. I welcome an opportunity to assist with the trial. I don't care for this undue suspicion. Okay, don't worry. We're just interested in mock trial video right now. But you should take another look at that speech you gave. Can we count on your cooperation on this? Very well. If that's right, proceed. I believe we're ready. Let's roll the video. Good afternoon. I'd like to start by thanking you for your coming today. Mock trial, crown jewel event of school festival beginning shortly. I too could hardly wait for this day to come. Oh no, I've forgotten how long and boring the speech was. Wake me up once this is over. Ain't no fair. The experience of our youth have a I'm awake. Huh? I'm awake too. Once again, our pure white lady justice will be watching over all of you today. Pay attention and you may make a difference one day. Now, let the mock trial begin. That's about it. One of my better speeches, if I said... It's not one of your better speeches. You said to wake up. I even saw some of our students with tears in their eyes. No, they didn't. Obviously not familiar with the phrase bored to tears. Listen, Psychosono. You have a subject me to this epic study tedium without purpose. Take Takamo-Feast on your tongue after I've cut it out. But you were asleep the whole time. Well, Science, did you notice anything strange about the speech? Can I hear that last part again? Once again, pure white lady justice will be watching over all of you today. It's cold. There, finally found what we need. Why does the last part we hear contradict with this? It's cold. It was pure white lady justice that would be watching over him. Lady justice in the video wasn't even close to being white. As cold as it can be. I'm not sure I can wrap my jaw around your toes. He thinks he's sitting. I didn't say it was made of gold, Your Honor. But it broke before it began. The one you see here is a replacement. Oh, that's a shame on every count. Ironically, the gold statue sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the white one. The professor wouldn't have made a mistake of color if he'd been present. Is he colorblind? Seems I have caused some confusion and an oversight. Oh, I was in the balcony seat. Furthermore, the statue had previously been white. I'm afraid this stuff is evidence. We had our answer long ago. The accused was the only one to leave the lecture hall. No, wait. There's got to be something that can prove that the speech was pre-recorded. According to the mock trial video, the speech started here and ended here. A little over 10 minutes, but I doubt anyone wants to be tortured again. Only a little over 10 minutes. Felt like it went on forever. Project Girl so easy. There's a timestamp at the top right. All you have to do is subtract the time. Yeah, do some math, bro. Athena, do some fucking math. Maybe there's a way for me to use a speech time to show that it was pre-recorded. Anything about a time? The tape has about 10 minutes 35 seconds of noise required for testing. Oh. Look at this. And this is the voice analysis proves the voice on the tape recorder belongs to your client. Yes, but didn't we just establish that the voice in the tape recorder was fabrication? We did. But what I like to focus on is the noise that is also there. Noise. Yes, the defense believes the result when the previous recording was erased. And what do you hope to prove by that? The length of the noise is what's important. It's 10 minutes and 35 seconds in all. What did the timestamp read at the moment? That would be exactly 10. Yeah. Do the fucking math. Do the fucking math. Right, 10 minutes and 35 seconds. Same as the noise in the tape recording. I assume you all understand what this means. It was recorded, there's noise now. Suspicious. The lab has continued their study on the tape. So far, they found signs of overdubbing. Police are analyzing the noise as we speak. It won't be long to know what was originally there. Now I'm sure of it. The professor was trying to create an alibi with the recording by pinning the crime on Julie. Well, he's not going to get away with it, not on my watch. Miss Sykes, I believe you are well aware I would vigorously defend her as per my word, and to that purpose I offer to be her lawyer. Alas, look what's happened. All I've stated are obvious deductions derived from witness and testimony. Truth be told, I had no intention of testifying. I had been keeping quiet for Juniper's sake. But now that you cast this blame upon me, I have no choice but to reveal the truth. Doesn't sound good. I will now reveal the truth of why I had to pre-record my speech before the mock trial. I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Professor Means' testimony. The defendant came to me with what she said, very important. By necessity, she had to pre-record his speech. She came to the audio room during the mock trial. She confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court. She also said I became accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. That's not a protection purpose. It's the humane thing to do. Oh my, so you're saying the defendant threatened you? Has to be a lie. I mean, everything about it lines up perfectly. Juniper has truly taken to heart my teaching that states the end justifies the means. When she asked me to defend her, she said I must also prove her two friends innocent. Her two friends, the witness? Correct. Theo O'Connor and Robert Newman. I was assured that all three walked free. All three were to achieve the dream. That was the result Juniper was seeking. She was even willing to threaten me, her own professor, to that end. You, no doubt, had high praise for her with his tactics. Yes, well, that is why I vowed to vigorously defend her despite her threatening me. There was a time when lawyers really thought the truth diverged from in court. But alas, those days are over. Still hearing that phrase. Forsake the truth of his victory you seek, steal yourself with a new reality. That does it. It's gonna regret dragging those so depressing ideas in here. Why so silent, Sextono? Something the matter? This is court of law. No place for long-winded talks about idealistic principles. Now, so I'm gonna let this evidence do the talking. Let's not get carried away now, Miss Sykes. I'll not have you attempting to discredit my doctor. Now just get to the testimony, bro. Press. Is very important by necessary secret. She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio during mock trial. She confessed to murder, and I asked her to declare it in court. Complaints after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. It's a humane thing to do. Alright, so where do I present here? Came to me with what she said was very important and by necessity, secret. She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room during the mock trial. Jennifer confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent. As it goes, you trip up his own word. Don't see how consistent of the faces when he measures up. I asked that I get her declared innocent in court, so she said I'd become accomplice after losing my alibi due to the recording. I meant it because it's the humane thing to do. Okay, why'd you give us the fake recording? Okay, I present this somewhere, right? Okay, it happens to be there. So let me get this straight. You were trying to help Miss Woods. That's not more than a bald-faced lie, no offense. It's just the defamation of my character and your hair follicles. Your hair follicles. Take this to the police and tell them you found it. There was no whispering, slyly or otherwise involved. I simply did that out of kindness. The tape contained a client's voice. In short, it is incredibly damaging evidence. Why would it exist? You see the road can harness people with good intentions, but not yours. You never had good intentions. Only lies to protect yourself with while blaming another. You, Professor, are the embodiment of the dark age of the law. Objection! Why, you little... You dare call my teachings and method lies? Yeah, kinda. Kinda lied there. You got a mohawk? Seniors Legal Academy is a proud institution. It's the most powerful in the world. You'll never forget the true education and lawyering means was imbued with you. Huh? Professor Means? What's with your hair? Quiet. No talking in class. Homeroom, October 26th. Eyes, ears up here, everyone. Homeroom is now in session. We'll now begin the roll call. Athena Sykes? Huh? Here? Apollo Justice? I'm fine. Here. Fool. Proper is here without the extraneous information. I'm in here. Next, Your Honor? Here. C-class? That's the appropriate answer. Simon Blackwell? I said Simon Blackwell. Are you here or not? He ain't here, bro. There's always one, isn't there? Oh, mark the absent. Now, get out of my class this instant. Get out? Very well, if that is your wish. Who am I to defy my homeroom teacher? I think he wants to get out. He wants to go back to bed. He is free of his shackles. Ah, Bobby. Just so happens I was a member of my high school's disciplinary committee. But is it really shocking? Kind of shocking. Very good, Bobby. You earned a gold star and a promotion to the head disciplinarian. Alright, class is now in session. Main point. Juniper is killer. I am innocent. This will be in the next test, so you had better be listening. Professor, you created a phony tape to pin blame on Juniper. Plus, you're the only one who could have moved the body during the mock trial. Please note, I was not at school. To think you would label me a murderer. Now pay attention, the murder occurred between 23rd, 6 and 8 p.m. I was very at home that time, so... I can prove he was there at school. Can you prove I was going? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Hello? Athena, you fucking dumbass. You fucking dumbass Athena. There he is, you fucking dumbass. What do you mean you can't? No way, man. I totally object. Robin? Can't believe I fell for the professor's silver-tongued lies. Why you? How dare you talk about your teacher like that? I'm not listening to you anymore, man. No way, no how. The statues on the stage. I don't know what it was. I was able to finish one of them, but the last bell rang before I had time for another one. So, I asked Professor Means to make it for me. In other words, the professor was on there on the stage after the last bell? Right, and it would have been past 7 p.m. before he could have finished. Professor Means was still at school. This, well, incredibly important testimony. I'll take care of it, though my parents will let me be an artist. I didn't go touch myself. I'm sorry for not telling you the truth. Robin. Quick, somebody get the juvenile delinquent out of my sight. Simon, you're the head honcho among delinquents. Do something. Who's in charge of the class pet around here? Not interested, but if you want a class in swordsmanship, I'm your man. Of course. Only real blades will do. No swords at school. All weapons will be confiscated. It seems Sykes seeks a showdown, Professor. In which case, would you do well to draw your staff quick as lightning? Very well, then I'll just have to prove my innocence myself. The real lesson begins, second period. What does that? Never mind. Your testimony, please. Witness testimony, work of art. Yeah, thank you. Robin took over half a day to complete this statue. Finished most of the other statue. Between 7 and 8. I, however, finished most of the other statues between 7 and 8. The defendant Juniper saw those two statues with their own eyes as 8:30. So it meant I could not leave the stage for a single second. Time to go to the art and commit the murder. You're saying the defendants ought to finish statues. Surprisingly, she said herself at the detention center. Her defense team was there and heard her say so. Don't try to deny it now. That evening, went back to the to get this. I'd say maybe around 8:30. Both stage statues were finished. They were quite large and they were each covered with white sheet, but I could tell. Alright, the professor was there when that matter came up. Before I address the professor's charges, I have a question for Robin. How hard would it be to complete a statue like that in 1.5 hours? It would probably take me at least twice as long. So personally, I think it would be incredibly difficult for him to finish in that short of a time. Didn't expect it though. He's about to stumble upon his own supremeness. Witness's claim? Hold up. What did he say? I did not leave this stage. Not in your life, Buster. The more you struggle, the more you sink. Like, so much legal quicksand, so to speak. That is the world's ultimate technique to complete a statue by 8:30. Most of the other statues between 7 and 8. Do we press everything? I forgot if we did. I wasn't paying attention. I cannot leave the stage for a single second. Why were we in a hurry? The witnesses claim to what? Pressing him like crazy. Press him like crazy? They gave us options here, right? I accept it? What happens if we accept it? Can't prove anything. I concede? I couldn't hear you. Say it louder this time. I concede Professor Means never left the stage. That's right, but what took you so long? I'm not gonna give up here. I'm afraid I have to side with the witness, Miss Sykes. Unless you have any further objections, I'll put this issue at rest. Not yet. The defense still has an objection. Athena, you thought of something? Well, I said not yet. It's time for legal smoke and mirrors. Not yet, Athena. It's not yet time to quit. Times like these, when it seems like there's no way out, I have to turn the case upside down. Instead of focusing on whether Professor Means could have gone to the herb, how he could have committed the murder without going there. Any means necessary, even casting stones. I accept that the proof is that Professor was on stage the entire time. The only other answer is that we got something else wrong. Totally wrong about the murder weapon? The crime scene? Maybe the crime scene? If Professor Muse was staged the entire time, then he must be the killer. Ridiculous. Defense has become utterly incoherent. No. It's just the murder wasn't committed where I thought it was. Continue? Okay, the murder was actually committed here. On the stage? The greatest murder of the case has been how the body was moved in the art room. If the murder occurred on the stage, that means the body was never moved at all. The murder occurred in the art room. Silly girl, when the body was moved, there wasn't a single drop of blood on the stage. There was some blood if that's where the murder was committed. There wasn't any blood on the stage? Really? This thing. It's true, there was no blood stain on the stage floor, but there was something on the stage that did have a blood stain. That'll be this, the school banner. No blood would have gotten the floor if this were under the victim when she was killed. It's quite compelling theory. The Marina. What is it now? That was a pathetic attempt. You must put every inch. Autopsy states the death was loss of blood. Yet only trace amount was found in the banner. Where did the rest go? Getting blood there when the body was moved by wire makes it even more than not. Very good, Simon. Tell me, what's your first choice for higher education? I'll write you ultimate recommendation letters. You're all but guaranteed to get in. He's a prosecutor already. He doesn't need more schooling. There was a trace amount of blood in the school banner, then there must have been something else. The killer must have used to soak up blood. What? This is what soaked up most of the victim's blood. The governors. Why? It looks like it's the other piece of fabric. It's the governor's banner. Since it's on top of the school banner, the blood would have hit it first. And only a small amount would have soaked through the school banner below. It makes total sense. So that banner absorbed the blood that was dishcloth. Surely it was at least towel quality. What up? Can you see the photo of the... Can you see the body photo? Do we have the photo of the body that we took? Where the fuck is it? There wasn't that much blood. I'll respond when it comes slashing it like this. There are many blood stains depicted in the art room. Why would there be blood? The murder occurred on the stage of the plane. It was moved. The blood stain in the art room was fake. How? I'll tell you how. Something that was a piece of evidence we just finished discussing. The killer used this to bring the victim's blood up into the art room. Oh? What did he use? Is it this? Blood up into the art room. What did he use? I don't know. Lady Justice? School banner? Let's go with this first. Is it the banner? And the only other thing is this, right? To think you've stooped as low as present mere garbage to this court. It's only garbage because someone tried to destroy it. by tossing it in the incinerator. Like the killer seeking to get rid of the crucial evidence. The killer used the wire to bring the blood-soaked evidence banner into the art room, then the plug was wired to the floor from the rooms. Makes perfect sense. Ah. Order is spider development. Something was carried along with the wire in it. Sure, I have to find out. Something that was in the art room before the murder and then on the stage after. The object that was sent down the wire to crash into the statues were the Lady Justice. Ah, that statue. I believe it was a statue that broke the other two. Unique statue you see on the right, that's the pure white Lady Justice from earlier. Professor Core accidentally broke it while she was polishing it the day before the mock trial. But she used her own unique artistic sense and technique to repair it, as you see. Nobody would have guessed that it was the originally Lady Justice. I would have. Perhaps you're onto something. But why, pray tell? Would anyone move that scraphead relic in such a tedious manner? Excellent question. Keep them coming. You know why? The fact that you won't acknowledge it shows how twisted you are. Lady Justice was moved during the mock trial. During that time, Professor Means was fabricating an alibi with his pre-recorded speech. If you consider the facts, Lady Justice was moved in order to hide the body? Interrupt the mock trial? Hide the body, probably? Really? But by moving it, he actually led you straight to it. Oh, this like, okay. Never mind. Point us to the body. He wanted to make it look like he couldn't have possibly moved the body. Moving Lady Justice was pointing us to the body and cementing his alibi. It's quite a persuasive argument. For a while there, I thought you weren't taking the trial seriously. Well done. You got more? You should never underestimate me, Athena Sykes. Professor Means always means what he says and says what he means by all means. Fine then, say it already. I'm waiting. The murder occurred the night before, but the body wasn't found until late the next day. Countless students passed the stage until they met in the lecture hall for the mock trial. The body would absolutely be found. Why didn't anyone see the body? That can be explained by murder on stage and left there. The body would have inevitably been discovered, and of course there was nowhere to hide the body on that stage. Not good. Probably a Phoenix Wright statue? Just wait a minute. Poor Juniper. She must seriously regret having asked you to defend her. To add insult to injury, you nearly had Hugh convicted for murder. Sure, you wouldn't have forgotten that little fiasco? Athena Sykes' attorney badge is just for show. Not only did you fail to defend your client, you also raised false charges against your friend. You have no right to call yourself a lawyer. Bruh. Really? You're just gonna take that? Really, bro? Look at the fucking evidence, man. Ask for another testimony. Don't tell me I failed again. Worked so hard to become a lawyer, even study psychology. He probably hid the body in the Phoenix Wright statue. Really? Are you fucking serious? At this time? What's wrong? Breathe in, breathe out. It's not working. Is this how it ends? Forgive me, Junie. Contract you like I said I would. Bruh. you leave Athena alone, man. She's the one who saved me. Saved you? I exposed you. Alright, just get over this cliche. Get over this cliche. Journey. I knew you better than most people, Athena. And I know you'd never surrender to the dark age of the law like Professor did. Thank you, Journey, but I feel like I can barely breathe. Stop your bleeding business. You look another fool. Prosecutor Blackwell? There is one who awaits you, is there not? And that's the reason you have studied so very hard. If you're able to give up on all you have worked for this far, it would not do to have you disappoint you know who. Who? I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. I barely remember this game. Don't worry, Athena, you're doing fine. The truth will always win against the people like him. But Apollo, what am I supposed to do now? Listen, all you have to do is take a deep breath. Just get over it, man. Just... Really? You need this whole shenanigans for this? He hid the body in the Phoenix Wright statue. She was killed right where the body was found. That means the body had been hidden somewhere in the found. See where it takes us. First up, when did Professor Means remove the body from the hiding place? Let's see, what was he doing right there? It was using this amount of time to move the body where it should be easily spotted. Therefore, only time could have moved the body was. Could have removed the body from its hiding place was during the mock trial. During the mock trial specifically. During the speech, while Junie wasn't there. During the speech. Professor moved the body easily as seen during the location of the recorded speech. Professor also moved the body to the stage that wasn't there before. Also moved something to the stage. What was that? The body? The body? Okay, then the white statue was also moved. During the metro, wrapped the white lady in school banner. Wrapped the lady in school banner and sent it zipping down the stage with a crash, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. There have to be some place. Wait a second, how about something that should have been finished but was only mostly done? What was already on the stage and capable of concealing the body? The right statue. The body was hidden by a right statue. That's what I'm fucking saying. It took you all this to figure that out. Clever disguise as the boss's statue. Miss Newman gave up on the right statue, yet Professor Means finished it in a single night. Yes, what an impressive feat it was. No, his so-called work of art deserves none of our praise. That's because it was a facade to hide his real work, the murder of Professor Court. Come again? I'm afraid I don't follow. He hid the body by making it look like the statue of Mr. Wright. With the body wrapped under a piece of cloth, it looks just like the statue. Now this is getting interesting. No, this is getting preposterous. How would such a thing even be possible? I don't know, wrap it up in a rope? until we try. We'll attempt to turn me into a reasonable likeness of Mr. Right. I'm gonna pose like a statue, so I want you to wrap me in a cloth so I look like a statue. But where am I supposed to get a magical cloth? I'm afraid this isn't the right color, Mr. Justice. Well, given how sudden the request was, it's kind of the best I could do. Alright. I think about that does it. Okay, but how does the hand stand it like that? What do you think, everyone? Do I look like a statue of Mr. Right, or what? Random person to me, or the statue's very bust. Phoenix Ray has spiky hair on the back of the head. Forget the hair, the statue's head is way bigger than your average person's anyway. Gotta hand it to me for trying anyway. Wait. That's it, the hands. Arms are raised over the head and dark bruise around her wrist. It's probably tied with something. The marks on her wrist indicate she had been tied up. Okay, but how does the hand stay like that? What? No. Besides our idea. Just tell me. What the fuck, man? You told me to do it. Tie it together, and I can't help but think that's related. Given my hands were tied. Given her hands were tied. Like that. Right behind the head. Tie both of my hands behind her head. So, makes it possible to make the spikes. Alright, makes more sense. Then what about the hand? Right? Your hair can't exactly complete the pose. Yeah, it would be awfully hard to make the objection pose like this. Can't help but think you've forgotten something, Athena. Something in the body you don't have right now. What did the victim's body have that I don't have? Oh, the arrow. That's right, there was an arrow sticking out of her side. Take that and plunge it into my what? Fine, then go get some duct tape. Oh yeah, how can I lost you when I heard it. Why the fuck is it that big? That's pretty creative, man. Masterpiece of making. Now cover me with cloth to make the arrow stand out. Mommy, the arm's too short. Remember your outdoor place. No one's buying it. The arrow's nowhere near long enough. What else could you use for the arm? You give up, huh? I must commend you. It was only for your spirit and determination. After all she's made me through, she owes me an explanation, and one that makes sense. Now, this won't begin our penalty doubly down. Yeah, but you're alright this time. Think. With murder, which was stopped by the stage for simple as means, let's use something to close a hand. Show me those stage. Hold up. Please, follow. The arm in Mr. Right statue really is here. Is it the staff that he has? The ladder? No. It's gotta be this, right? The staff? Got it. That's absurd. There's no such thing in this photo. Don't play dumb with him, Professor. It's the staff you have right there. Everyone fails except me. The staff? This is the spear of a great legal warrior. Whatever. Hurry up and lend this to me. Okay, but how do you get the hand to stay like that, though? Length is perfect. Mr. Wright couldn't possibly reject such an awesome arm. Go for it, Apollo. Look at her struggling. You got her. Kind of too long. Yeah, but that does it. We did it, didn't we? Okay, but how do you get your hand to stand up like that, though? Golden light. Oh, I see before me. Mr. Wright likes the statue. It's polished with pink and pink. It seems the gallery is quite impressed with defense's sharp thinking. And the witness? Kind of a stretch, though. The spear was thrust into the victim. All I have to do is examine the spear for prints, see if the staff or a spear, test the spear for blood. Detect traces of blood. Okay, so you're saying that's what he used to stab her. What's wrong with a non-guilty verdict? Surely you don't expect us to take lectures from you now. Help me decide. Bathroom detail. Retake bar exam. This is one of the best meltdowns. 30% salary cut? Dismissal? Yep. Guilty verdict. His meltdown is so ridiculous. I love it. What has become the witness? Blood was detected on his staff. He has admitted to heinous crime, all of it. He shall join us in the clink tomorrow. His teaching skills can be put to good use there. Right? He'll teach fellows that and justified his means. So much for rehabilitation. Can I ask what the professor's motive was? I could barely make a word, he said, on account of his shattered teeth. One black-nosed fellow in Maze was once a surgeon. Why not a former dentist too? How to put pen and paper? It turns out Professor Means was the one taking bribes. The victim has suspected him after a report from a class snitch that led her to question him at length the day of killing right there on that stage. The result, the heinous crime that was brought before this court. The fool, like Newman, had come to know of the script's content via the victim's note. Seems he came up with a plan to stab the victim with her own awl in order to make the killing look like the one in the script and thus frame the defendant. But that scrap of paper with Hugh's name had the same mark as Professor Court's planner. About that. Those planners are bestowed upon all students graduating at top of their class. Really? So then... Indeed, once upon a time, Professor Mees was awarded the same notebook. He also took tries, didn't he? A scrap of paper belongs to him. This, too, was evidence of bribery scheme that the victim had obtained. Know that Constance court was clean and that only Aristotle Means took bribes. The professor would murder a colleague and try to pin it on his student. Okay, but Juniper still snitched, right? Dark age of the law. Let's hand down the verdict of a promising young lady. The court finds the defendant Juniper Woods. Yay. Wish you all the best in the road to becoming a courtroom judge. We will need young people like you if you ever hope to restore the law to its former glory. Yes, Your Honor. I'll work as hard as I can. Maybe one day I'll be able to work with all of you and make a difference. Proudly serve Professor Court's memory. Do not let her death be in vain. Hey, he's a good guy. That's the last thing I expected to hear from him today. Court is adjourned. Thank you, Athena. I really mean it. There's nothing really. I think the biggest thing in this case and unravel it just like that. Apollo's kind of short. He's shorter than her. You look pretty wound up there, literally and figuratively. You look pretty hungry for a knuckle sandwich, Buster. I want to thank you, Apollo. Don't mention it. The way you were always there for Athena when she was in a bind. And at the detention center where your smile gave me hope and there was none. It was like the warm rays of the sun shining down into his woodlands. That's why you're gonna crush on him? What? That's the reason she likes him now? Thanks, Jennifer. That means a lot to me. I still have lots of work to do. I can't wait until we see you on the judge's bench. That's why today... Oh. Guys, I got some big news. This is huge. Am I interrupting something? No, it's okay. What's the big news? The school festival. It was supposed to have been canceled after what happened, but... we just got a call. In memory of Professor Court's Court, who worked so hard to make it happen, the festival is being extended one extra day until tomorrow. Alright. So all the students just go on and do their thing? They know, like, one of their professors just went to jail, right? Yeah. Don't make me cringe. A chung, baby. Don't do a romance. Apologizes. Don't fucking do a romance. Yeah, okay, at least he didn't sing. If he sang, I would have cringed. Oh, that was so much fun. The school festival was so fun. Tee-hee-hee. I think you and Robin are getting a little carried away. That's right, thank you for that training seminar. Just remember, the objection pose is all about attitude. Oh, congrats on your mock win, although Robin had you there for a while. I did, didn't I? But I'm just glad we're back how we used to be, thanks to Athena. And you know what? I think I'll stick with becoming a prosecutor after all. Gotta make up for my mock trial loss by winning the real deals in court. Mock trial loss? What loss? Wait, did they... Love-headed lawyer, course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor, course student. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's black part. So, does this mean it's really gonna happen? Juniper? There's something I've been waiting to say. Huh? The confession? Juniper. Can we be friends? You know, best friends like we'd always been. That's the confession? Best friends. You're gonna profess your love? No, I was gonna confess that I'm not a genius and that I'm really 25 years old. But you already dragged it out of me during the trial. Whoops. Listen, Hugh. You too. Robin. Miriam. Miriam? Me too? Miriam's got that espionage. Down to a science. I've been thinking. It's up to us to put an end to the dark age of the law if we can. Let's all work together to usher in a new age where winning only results from the truth. And the end never justifies the means. Count me in. I wouldn't have it any other way. Best friends forever, huh? No matter what anyone says, nothing beats true friendship. You bet. What about you, BFF Apollo? Are you a bit old to be using that word? Yeah, he's the best friend a guy could have. Which reminds me, we're supposed to meet up and gossip about a new girl in the office. Hey, no talking about me behind my back. What kind of guy is he anyway? Huh? What was he talking about? Well, if I had to describe him in one word. And so, after some slight arm twisting, unfortunately, that promise was never meant to be fulfilled. Not for long after, their friendship was mercilessly severed by fate. Ah, I missed it! Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence. Even now, those words continue to ring in my ears. The discord in our ever-cheerful Apollo's voice made him sound so cold and distant. Why, Apollo? Why? Why would you leave us all behind? Why, Apollo? The end. Alright. And now we can stop using this shit, right? Go back to the old suit. Alright, I'm done.